We're live. We're both masculine SI. We had to start exactly on time.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a little bit early, not to brag, but
Okay. All right, honey. Not typical EP. Yeah, so
yeah.
this one's going to be fun. Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 2. I'm already feeling like I've been doing this for years. And confronting your demons. This time I've got Donte with me. He's hey Donte, thank you for joining.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do my little blaster lesson in a minute, but do you want to say anything right off the bat?
Not really. I mean, other than like, should I have my name on my type on my name? I don't know if I
I
should
don't know.
have
I
done
see people do that a lot.
that. Well,
So I did it.
it's too late now.
You're doing it,
Okay,
aren't
I
you?
guess I didn't plan anything.
Come on, do it.
Okay, hold up. Can I? How do you do this? I don't know. Oh well, I'll
The
do it later.
people value it. Do it.
I'm trying. I'm freaking out.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
This is
oh, I give up. It's
you're
GG.
supposed to freak out me. See, this is so funny, and I don't know if it's whether it's I meet people at their energy level, or if it's that I don't know, there's something about, do you find the quadra thing, like since we're in the same
Uh,
quadra?
Under more easy to understand and actually good vibe with. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
that. I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah,
Yeah. Like
absolutely.
I feel like, oh, there's my family. Like it's like a little
I
bit
feel
of a
that.
family thing. It's like a
Yeah,
vibe. It's a
hmm
vibe.
I feel that.
I don't know why I ever thought I was anything other than an alpha. All right, here we go. Blaster
Okay.
lesson time. All right. I love it. I love it. I was really hoping our back and forth before this was really great. You were like, I'm like, oh no, you even like asked for the YouTube link. I'm like, you play bastard. I love it.
Gotta
um,
do what I gotta do.
right, right. We got to give them a show.
Hmm
All right. All right. I loved my time. Okay, here's the Pharisees time. I loved my time with Adrian as well. I was going to say Andre. I was going to put your
Yes.
two names together.
Uh, that's our shipping name now.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
All right. All right. Here we go. So this is you're keeping the trend with the EPs. I love my EPs, man. Almost as much as I love my alpha IPs. But what was the thing about you? You're
We're the same
so
quadra. We're the
yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
quadra. We're also
Yeah,
both double
yeah.
masculine ST and
Yep.
also double feminine. Um, no wait,
You're not double
no masculine
masculine.
ST. No wait.
Yeah, I'm double masculine SF.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Hmm.
It's okay. But I am ST savior, sleep.
Yeah.
But we are the same quadra, so I think
Yeah.
that is going to
hmm
be slightly different. I think
Oh,
we're
we're the exact opposite technically, based off
right,
type, based off letters.
right, based
Yeah.
off of letters.
hmm
Like we're flipped. I don't know, when they say opposites, what do they
I think
say
they're
in the
going based off
community
of
at
like
large?
you're both energy,
Mm,
but one is like, you know how like one's missing like consume and one's missing
mm-hmm,
like play. Like so Shan's missing um blast while Dave's missing
mm-hmm,
consume. They're both
mm.
missing at least one of the info coins, but I think that's
Yeah,
optional.
yeah. Oh, that's another thing, is that you're a info dom.
Hmm
Yeah, yeah. So while
Yeah.
you might catch me on the play,
hmm
I
I might.
feel like I feel like my only defense against you, like if these were Pokemon cards, my my defense against you is my goofballness. I've got to summon my inner goofball.
hmm I'm gonna wear you out. I don't think you understand how much you have a
How
challenge right
much
now.
play can supersede goofball? Yeah, we'll see,
Yeah.
buddy. Okay. I'll bring out that double masculine blast.
Thank you. I
Um
needed that. I need a reality check.
right, right, right. You said you wanted that. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I only bite if you want me to. Didn't know it was
Exactly.
that kind of show.
Exactly. Only on special days.
right? Here's the thing too. You've got that masculine thinking, and it's a savior. So I'm surprised that I don't feel more uncomfortable around you.
I'm hiding behind my feminine FE. We can just
Probably, yeah. Right.
I'm giggling and laughing right now, but deep
Your
down, I'm like,
feminine FE is afraid of my masculine FE. Right.
exactly.
All right. Got it. So we're just kind of watching
Mhm.
each other.
Mhm.
Yeah, your savior function in the top two, right, is any, right?
Yeah.
Versus my SI. So, and you're an EP too. So, like, I'm kind of like, I've been saying, I'm like between where my savior function, well, my function is and my saviors, I'm like basically an IJ with people problems.
Yeah, actually, I can see that. Yeah, that makes
You
sense.
know?
Yeah, because you're introverted, but also, yeah, you're
Right?
not you're not really a glass lizard, but you're almost there.
I'm
I think
almost there.
you are on the nip, on the edge.
I'm on the edge.
I
Not
said-
of glory,
yeah,
but of glass lizarddom.
yeah.
Is that an EP? Is that an IJ or an EJ?
Hmm.
But you're like all in on the EP-ness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that NE though, man. I love it.
Hmm.
All right.
Some more than others, but I don't. It's okay.
Right. And then let's see. Right. I didn't realize until I was looking at your chart that you're double masculine ST sleep, super low demon.
Hmm.
Except you're using one of your savior functions in that.
Yeah.
How does that come out for you?
For me, it's like so whenever I'm processing stuff, it does suffer from like I have to like crash, and then eventually I'll be like, all right, cool. Like whenever I am processing stuff, I have certain audio logs in my head that I already processed that I've already gathered
Mm-hmm.
that I haven't really like went over with personally or did anything with. So I have all these like voices kind of talking, and I'm trying to structure it and be like, all right, cool. Like I'm kind of like double deciding back and forth for certain events in my life, and if I don't reset my brain to be like, all right, cool. This is what's really happening. This is actually the truth. This is actually what's happening. And I'm supposed to be like a third person point of view. But I've stepped myself back and had to realize that if I'm wrong, that's okay. But if I'm right, I'm able to actually go back and forth. And I'm trying to like be more nicer, not nicer, be more like not direct and more of like an ass. But it's hard
Right.
because I'm still stuck in that kind of mindset of no, I know I'm in the right, so fuck you. But
Oh,
I'm on
that's why you're so fun, because you've got the play above that. I'm gonna add this back in again, right?
double feminine play,
The
double
double
activated,
feminine play.
double
Yeah.
activated.
Yeah. That's funny. Oh, and it's double activated. You're right. Double activated, double feminine play. That's why you seem so fun, even though you're a darn info dom. Do you need to get that?
No, I'm good. That's not me. Responsibility. What's that?
Excuse me, this is my time. Something just
This-
fell. I hope I didn't break. Can you still hear me? Something
I
just
hear
fell
you.
on my desk. Okay.
You're good.
All right. Cool. We're done here. That's done. We have 3
cool.
people watching. That's
See you
it. We had 8 minutes. We're done.
It's gonna get out of here.
All right. No. Anyway, let's get to my questions. Yeah. So, like, where are you? Like, how long? Because I'm new to the community, right? Like, I've been sort of like pseudo consuming, but paying for the class like a chump for years. But very new to the community. So how long have you been in this? And
I've been in this community, like the Discord group for like I would say like this year actually. Funny enough, I haven't joined the Discord group until like July, no August, July-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I was so I mean yeah, it was like July I joined, and I would say I've been into typology for ever since I was a little kid. Like I would even
really?
say I'm 24 right now, but yeah, 23.
No, so
23.
you're still a little kid.
23. Yeah, exactly. I'm still 5'4". I'm still 5'4". I'm still little.
Oh, Well, I'm 4'11", so
Uh,
you've got 5 whole
ah,
inches on me.
you're 4'11"?
Yeah,
Ah, that's great.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Mhm.
I'm completing the cluster of the shorty double
Yes.
masculines.
Yeah, you're completing the
You know,
cluster of all the short ESFJs.
yeah. Oh, ESFJ
Yeah,
short too.
ESFJs are apparently very short.
Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, same story. Count 1. Oh, I don't even know who this person is.
Taylor.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So where are you at? Like now? Like, do you like when did you get your 512 type back?
I got my type on October. I got it October.
Oh,
Mhm.
this October.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Mhm.
you didn't get it you got it
No,
recently.
yeah, I got it very recent. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah,
you
I'm
seem
I'm
like a very you
process with
seem
it.
like a very like seasoned member of the crew.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta get some out there, get some info out. But no, for me, I what happened was when I got into OP, I
Mhm.
already kind of knew my type, but I didn't really. For me, I already processed it enough
Oh.
to understand it. I just needed confirmation from David Shan to be like,
Mm.
"Hey, you're on the right track. You're doing good." All I got for myself was I thought I was actually NEFE,
Mm.
play consume blast, but I was like, no, and I met some NEFE play consume blast. I was like, I'm not really
Wow, you
doing
got
exactly what you're
really
doing.
close.
Yeah, I got very close, but I was like, I'm
Wow.
not really doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
But like, I still have like I don't like the DI like isms of me of like I don't really fully care. Like I don't really care what you think. I really don't. So it's like I don't know. I do have
Funny.
that like kind of douchebag like I guess DI isms. I guess people like to
Yeah,
say
I wonder. Do you think that's the
double
so?
masculine sleep. You're thinking?
Yeah.
Uh,
Because let's hold on. You have. Let's bring up your chart again,
mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Don't you same old story me again, Taylor. Um. uh. You do have 2 times tribe,
Mhm,
right? So you
mhm.
are still missing. Yeah,
Yeah, what I've
your
noticed though with
animal stack.
yeah, my type is so weird because it depends on how you were raised. Definitely,
Yeah.
where I've noticed that a lot of people who are my type,
Hmm.
they have a lot. If they haven't like sleep process anything, they suffer from like they could come off as very like I guess like the stereotypical like EJ isms. Like
Mm,
they're scared of the tribe. They don't really know. They're terrified. Even sometimes
mm,
I have sometimes a problem, but I'm not gonna lie and say I don't. I do. But
mm.
for me, it's like I it took me like 3 years to finally get out of this attitude. 3 to 4 years.
Oh,
So for
really?
me, like I'm already on that journey already. So for me, I got out of it. If you met me like way back then,
Yeah.
different story. I
Oh,
was
different
not
story?
I was not there. No, I was very bad.
Oh.
You would have called me a mess.
Oh,
And
really? A
I mean
mess or
I
an
still am
ass
a
or
mess.
what? A mess? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
We're all
but no,
super
I got better.
messes.
It's weird, definitely. Because my reality check was when I was I guess I get into the story. My friend, I didn't crash until I was in a bunch of like communities, and I was constantly trying to like um build a certain structure in my life. And then what
Mhm.
happened was I what happened was I ended up. Hmm, So what happened was when I ended up proving my type for myself,
Mhm.
I really did not like it. I hated it. I didn't want to be that. I kind of cringed, but I was like, but it makes sense. And also it's just like I see like the crashes happening in my life. And when I was doing all that stuff, helping people out and everything, I eventually did like come to the conclusion that like I just went full like crazy gunzo at everyone. And then eventually, to my friend, told me aside and he said, "Dude, like, why are you so angry all the time?" And I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh, because so I guess I not the only one that sees that, and I'm fucking up a lot of my friendships with my friend. I need to work on that. I need this confirmation to understand that to process that." Thank you. So I went there, and for a few years, I've been processing this for my whole life right now, and I did get far enough to actually fully respect, get more happier, get more zen, I guess you can say, and more free, and not be more controlled in my own life. Because what happened was I realized that it wasn't like this weird message of my life that I was like, oh cool, like I'm like people are telling me this, people are like controlling me, doing all this stuff for me. No, like all these things after me. Oh, this stuff's actually like really hard to do. I hate doing this sort of things. It wasn't that. It was me being a coward and not really growing as a person from it. And so my message was, a lot of the messages I had were built around me trying to find myself and actually hopefully influence enough to build myself more up and build others more up higher than me. So yeah,
Wow. How did you even know to do that? Or
it's a the
did
joke
I miss
answer.
that? Did
It was
I
a
laugh
lot of
too
the
soon that?
joke.
Did
The
I miss
joke answer. It was a lot of crying. But yeah, but no, it was just like I had to reset my entire like reality. I had to do. It does
Yeah.
suck because like for me it was well I did have that problem where I just did never process anything in my life, and I
Mhm.
didn't do anything at all, and I just
Mhm.
completely just fell down, and I wallowed in pain, cried, and never did
Mhm.
anything, and I was always terrified to even like associate with anyone because I hated everyone for me. And when I did go out, I was always like very aggressive, very like demeanoring in a way, and I guess I was very like very. I guess it was very like st masculine-ish of me because like my inner world was not really like wasn't processed. I didn't do anything properly. I was very upset. I didn't do anything for me, so I had to get out of that, and I had to switch my brain around and get better and help more out, get more positive. It sucks
Well,
because this is still like a journey for me, and I'm still suffering from that. So like for me, it's like I'll joke around, but I've been okay. Anyway, back to being serious. Can we please talk more serious? And sometimes like you might even catch me doing that, but like for me, that's mostly where it came from.
wow. And I think of sometimes the double masculine or the masculine anyway is just feels like a gravity, right? And even as you were
Yeah,
describing it, it sounded like, especially since it's last there and it's so
yeah.
hidden for you, I
It
felt
felt like
like
a
you
ball
were,
and chain backwards.
yes,
Mhm.
literally. And I mean, it was like so stuck in a very dark hole. So, what was your, if you don't mind sharing, I did ask you, but I'm still, please, if there's something off limits,
Yeah.
but, what was your guiding light? Like, what, there must have been something or someone that helped you to,
Use the tribe's emotional state and I guess like the NF to actually
mhm,
process what you actually are doing realistically. Because what you think is like the true answer, what you think is actually what's going on, isn't really what's going on. It's just your mental state is corrupt, and you're building off of a lie, and you
yeah.
don't even realize it. So actually be more open, be more happy, be more accepting of all the information coming your way, instead of just like shutting it down and then just crashing.
Right, because you had no choice at that point, right?
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
either were going to go all the way down or you had to go up and out.
yeah. And I've definitely crashed a lot in my life. I'm still kind of doing that, but like I have I have more of like I have more layers in me to be like that didn't hurt as bad as before. I'm able to recover and get back up, and that's okay. I think that's something people should do to actually focus on and try to see what they can evaluate on in their
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah, I think it's like a muscle
Mm-hmm.
because like you just
Yeah.
have to keep,
Yep.
as you keep going, it's like,
Take the
even
proper
though
steps.
you'd have to like put on another weight, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like you're already used to doing the rep, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Mhm.
like it's going to get heavier, it's going to get
Yep.
harder, it's
Mhm.
never going to get easier.
Yep.
There's never going to be a vacation.
You have to trust the SI process.
Yes.
Basically,
Yes.
that's what the thing is.
That is what the thing
You
is.
have to
Yep.
trust the process, and then
Yep.
eventually you will finally be more free and more open
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
yourself.
100%. Yeah, so that's interesting. So you found hope in the tribe.
Yep.
they helped pull you out.
Yep.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
definitely. Where I came from, it was like I didn't have anything. I didn't have anyone really. Uh, I really had no one in my life really do that. My family, not really.
Mm,
It's kind of shaky. So for me and my work, kind of shaky. So, and I really am trying to process that still. For me, it's
hmm
like I kind of feel hard. But I can tell for me it was more of like a realization that I needed to get up and actually, just put my foot down and be like, I need to do this myself. I'm sorry, but if I don't process myself, no one else is gonna be there for me. So I'm gonna have to do what I have to do.
right, right, right. You have to be your own hero.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then people like that, they can be with me and motivate. I can motivate them, and they can motivate me. If someone asks for my
yeah,
advice, I'm open to give you. If
yeah.
you don't
Because
want to
they'll
know,
see.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, because they'll see you come out of that and then want to know how
Yeah.
you did it, right?
Mhm.
How is that though? Like, isn't that crazy how that ST sleep, like, that's supposed to be the logic, right? That's
Yeah.
supposed to, ST
Yeah.
is the thing that's supposed to be the external world,
But that's
right?
something that I think people could use as a benefit because, like, if you're using it in the right way, of like, if you are actually tracking like react like your past and everything else,
Mm-hmm.
you should see like eventually if common denominator everyone else is mad, well, process of elimination, it's you.
Right.
Then if it's you, maybe you should be more hard on yourself, and maybe it's something in your own wiring that you're actually tricking yourself. And then eventually when you realize that, you grab it, you backtrack again, and you replay the entire story again, and then eventually you grow more and you get better. And that's something for me like I had to do for myself so many times to be like, yeah, it's me, I understand. And I
Yeah.
I got better at
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, so then how do you then go do that? How are you been finding that you have, been able to do that for the tribe then?
uh
Are you able, it seems like you went straight down to that really dark sleep place,
yeah, it
but
I'm
then
still
how are you blasting?
step by step I am trying to, whenever I learn anything, I am always
Mhm.
trying to be like, how can I word this in a way that can help motivate some people in a certain area. So
Mm.
I will have to try to focus on certain parts of my life and hopefully develop some kind of framework where I can eventually understand it more and get better at it. But for me, it's hard because like sometimes I suck at it, and that's okay. But I
Yeah.
have to learn that it's okay. Sometimes for me saying it was okay, it's really hard to say that back then it was. But me saying it now, it's just I'm still kind of like but I'm also like, yeah, it's okay. Like you fucked up, you fucked up.
Right.
Don't beat yourself up on it.
Right,
Like it's
right.
not a
We're
big
all
deal.
human.
Yeah,
We are
exactly.
all human. Right. So what's that NE up at the top? I think NE is the is got to be the one of the funnest functions in the world. I used to think I was NISE, but then once I realized really what those two
Yeah.
functions were doing.
I will say
um
this: if for me, and he has humbled me to where I
mm,
am happy to be. I'm more happier about it because what happened was I what I've noticed that I remember I told my crash the any was like I have all these possible outcomes in my life. I'm so happy, positive, whatever, all these possible scenarios and everything. But guess what? Reality tracks, and you have never done a single thing. And I've been so like st hard on myself, I guess you can say, where
mm,
like reality has been slowly telling me what you've been doing was wrong, and you need to actually realize what you're doing is horrible, and you need to reevaluate your entire life.
mm,
And the ending is more of a I can tell like I can see all these possible outcomes happening for me, and I use it as motivation. But I
mhm.
should be able to track the past and actually understand it more and be more happier in my life.
Oh, so it's tracking the past that you have trouble with.
Yeah,
Mm,
I
mhm,
guess it's just the
mhm,
SI. I guess the
mhm, mhm, mhm,
routine, also trying to build certain structure in my life
mhm,
and trying to make sure it's okay. And it's hard, but like, because for me, it's like I have all these dreams and all these ideas and all these weird, wacky things I want to do, but it doesn't matter if I can't execute it properly. So for me, like I have to slowly take time, but I keep jumping out of that, I keep jumping out of the wagon to be like, and then I crash, and I'm like, ah, crap, and I screwed up again, and then that happens. So
Right? Do you
yeah.
find yourself doing that? Do you find yourself like, just consuming the hell out of something and then you go to play and then you're like, you know, and then that's
The
when you crash or
Sometimes I would say not as
Mhm.
much. I did, yes, back then, but now I've gotten to the point where I'm able to reevaluate my life and get more better at it and get more serious with it. So I
Mhm.
like to ask people who are, um, who are more aware of like my emotional state or who are
Mm.
aware of my own personal beliefs.
Mhm.
And if they tell me like, "Hey, we think you're kind of doing this wrong," and they can actually give me a good point, and I guess that's according to me a good point
Mhm.
to,
Right.
to like my own personal thing. Like I
Ah!
will be like, "All right, I agree," but I
Right.
had to open to be like, "Why are you saying this though? Like, are you
Mhm.
actually saying this because of you're upset? Are you saying that not
Yeah.
and but not? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Um, damn it. There was another question I was going to ask you about that, but now I forget. Sorry. We'll move on to something else because
Scattering your brain.
something you said reminded me of something, but so now I don't know which one I want to go for. You want to ask me one of your questions while I decide which direction I want to go down?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm?
I did remember, but
Okay.
why don't you go ask me one of your questions?
What made you think what really made you confused when you saw that you were NF last technically? No, sorry, not NF last. You're NT last.
NT last?
Yeah.
Um, because I always thought I thought that, well, I associated NT with systems and puzzles.
Mhm.
And I thought that was my soul. I mean, like,
Yes, they're close. It
that's what I
works.
it's like what I feel like I do all the time.
Mhm.
Um, but I realized, in the it was just I just had the definitions wrong, right?
Yeah.
I had biases against it and the definitions, and I kind of knew that too after, well, I mean, I was kind of in it.
Did Discord help you actually realize that though, or did it not?
It kind of in
Mhm.
some ways, but really what ended up doing it was getting typed, right? And
Mhm.
I wasn't necessarily going to get typed, but then once I wanted to join the community so I could talk about this with people
Mhm.
because I couldn't understand it. I needed to talk to people
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, because OP is more of like an open like therapy session a lot of times at night. It kind of is.
Right? Like until 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's so funny to me because I'm always like, huh, wow, like a lot of people are really opening up right now, and like people are like, yeah, I
Right?
understand that because of like I see it because of like this type and all this stuff and this formula, how this works. I'm like, wow, that's so funny how like that's just how it works.
It's so crazy how then when you put that code in, it objectifies it in a way where it allows people to be more like open to
Open,
people
yeah,
almost.
more
More
accepting, more open. I guess
accepting.
you can say, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, yeah, because it kind of tricks us into whatever, whichever one is the trick. But like it tricks us into thinking past our, any other preconceived notions, because the preconceived notion we're all bringing to the table in this is that, it's just the code,
Mhm.
it's just you doing your programming, right?
Yeah.
So it's like it almost is a little bit of a buffer.
Mhm.
Although I do get kind of annoyed sometimes when people use it as an excuse. Like
Yeah, I got you. I feel that.
like I
Yeah,
don't
I definitely
I'm
like
not gonna
ragged
use
on people about that, but like I just kept like, yeah, I'm not gonna get involved.
right. Like,
Yeah,
well, I don't have, I'm
I
demon
don't have
feeling,
that.
so don't expect
Uh,
me to. Oh, I
he's
mean,
like hitting on like Tony Robbins, but like he technically
right,
got there.
right. So,
Yeah,
but whatever. But I'm not calling anybody specifically out. But yeah, but then when I realized that, like, um, the community, especially the Discord community, valued, well, the OP, like the server that we're in, right? Like, valued getting, shaved. That's what sort of like pushed me to do it.
that term
I,
worries
I
me so
know, I
much.
know, it does too. I
It's
mean,
funny
especially
though, but it's like
like
why that?
that's That's another reason why I thought like I was like Savior NE, because I'm like, what the hell? Like, this is like weird. This is
I
like
love it.
why?
I love like the concepts of like it's so weird. I love it.
I love it, but it's weird. Like, why are we like
Oh, it's so good.
why are we putting ourselves up to be given, these labels? Like, what is happening?
Ooh, look at you
You know?
becoming an observer. Oh, okay.
What?
Go on. I'm invested.
Exactly. I don't even
I
understand.
got you. Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it was just the patterns,
Mhm.
right? So for me, being surprised at NT like last was
What's a slap in the
yeah.
face?
What? Not
Was
not so much a slap in the face. It
oh
made
yeah.
sense. And especially when I started thinking about consume in the way that consume is truly, well, first of all, actually actively gathering.
Yeah.
But also that it is for updating of the self, right? And
Yeah.
even talking, to other people, like I'll think I'm like I'll consume, but it'll either be like for a relaxing thing. It won't actually be updating me. It'll just be to relax.
I was gonna say you can consume, but you can't. You don't. I feel like saying like you're updating yourself.
Yeah.
That kind of counteracts with like how close is to sleep to
Yeah.
your consume.
Yeah.
Because I can say like you can consume so much and then you learn nothing.
Right.
Because sorry, you learn, but you don't really like fully like understand and process it. So you have all
Right.
this information, but you got nothing to do with it. You're not doing anything with it. Also, I guess it's like also like the blast part of it, and also you're not really fully, honing in on the skills yourself and actually working on it repetitively to actually respect it. So
Right. Right. And
yeah,
it is sort of especially when you counteract it against the blast.
Mhm.
It does, and I really thought I was info dumb, but it does really make sense that I'm double activated on that blast,
yeah.
because it's like I just have to get the thing done. Which is another reason why I didn't think I could possibly be FE, because everybody talks about their stupid biases against FE, is that like it's TE that's getting shit done. I'm sorry. Hello world. FE gets shit done too.
I love it. Preach.
There's my blast.
And scene.
Lights
Uh,
down. Woo. Sorry. Turn your volume down, everybody. Okay. Sorry, that wasn't even your question.
No, you're good. No, I mean, it was intriguing. You turned it in a different way. You let it go wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, I'm still, savior. We so in any direction you take it,
Right.
I don't
Right. Yeah.
mind.
So, what does routine mean to you? You were saying something about routine before. What does it mean to you? Because I know I have stories about routine. I suck at routine.
Keeping my boundaries and my own like personal like belief system. I guess my truth more like intact and actually following it, and then
Mm.
also being hard on myself to actually fully develop my own mindset to actually, I would say, like, how can I motivate myself towards that goal, certain
Mm.
goals?
Mm-hmm. Mm. How can you motivate yourself towards certain goals?
Mm-hmm. Because I don't know, because my mindset was very much like, I just, I, I need to actually not just myself, I guess others too, and because of the fact that I've been so like selfish, and that's true, I have been, but I know like I don't really care anymore, really. Like I
Mm.
mean, it's whatever. Um, but
Why do you keep calling yourself selfish?
because I hear that so many times. Also,
Well,
I think
from
it's
other
funny.
people?
Yeah, I think it's funny.
But why? Why do people call you selfish?
Because I whenever someone ever does ask or like and whenever we do anything, I'm always the one that's saying like I don't really want to do it or I don't know or no.
And why do
And
they call that
also,
selfish?
I'm very stubborn in my own way. I'm very
Oh,
am. So for me, it's like I'm not selfish, but I would say like stubborn. They use that two words, and they kind of use it
Mm.
incorrectly, even though, but you know, they
People
use the
not
same word.
knowing words have meaning.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So people are just not using the right word.
Yeah, pretty much.
So stop calling yourself selfish. You're not selfish. It's other people's like wrong use of a word.
Can't stop it.
Or does it help
It's
you?
stuck in my head. It helps me. It helps me like kind of hit. It's like a reality check. It's like a vibe check.
Got it. Okay, got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Even though you are,
I don't believe it, but I'm like, yeah.
no, I don't know that this helps you.
Hmm?
Does this really help you?
Yeah, actually, it helps me out.
Does?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
because it's masculine. You're missing it. Your tribe of you're really well, you're not tribe above self because you're in your stack. You are a self above tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you're double activated on the DE, right?
Yeah, I've learned to be more, I guess not too sporadic and not aggressive at the try. So for me, yeah, I guess that helps out. If you have double activated play, use it. Like seriously, double
Right?
active feminine play, freaking
Oh
use
my
it. Like,
gosh.
seriously,
So fun.
like if you are going to like not, you're gonna sit there and be like, oh, like I'm, the tribe at just this that. Shut up and just use it. Like it just like you have tools that you've been having the rest of your life. You need to build on that and actually structure that and see what you can do. But no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions?
Yeah. I'm just thinking about, because my consume is my double feminine, right? Mm-hmm. And oh no, I'm gonna get called out for a same old story. But like
go on.
I was just talking about how I feel like stacking, right? Those blocks are stacking. It's like trying to stack air like that. There's that double feminine animal feels like
what do you have double feminine?
Huh?
You're double feminine. What do you have again? What's double feminine again?
Consume, NT consume.
Oh,
Double feminine,
wow.
NT consume.
Oh wow, that's
last.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
so
no.
you have your double. Your last animal is double masculine, and it's sleep. So it's
How
totally
does that
personal,
work?
totally internal. So it's fine, and it's double masculine. So you got some weight to it. My last animal is floating up to Mars. Okay. Musk is building a ship to fly to Mars. I'm just floating there.
It's basically just a satellite.
Right. Yeah. Like
Yeah,
it's just
I
like
got you.
I'm just like an angel floating up to Mars.
You're just basically just a shooting star. I got you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, nonstop going, no matter what. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So like, what are you doing when you're doing your consume? Because you've got the masculine self in your consume.
I am
there's
more
some
myself
gravity
to
there.
take it in and actually try to understand it, and also play out different scenarios in my head, and also all the different possible outcomes, and then eventually be okay with that and pick the one that's going to motivate me more, and then understand that the worst case scenario that's going to happen, have a backup plan for that, and understand that, and then also implement certain parts of your life to eventually try to be less skimmish. Like skittish. That's like the right way to say.
What do you mean?
Damn. You got me. But no. So asking me for is, oh God, wow, I really am.
Yeah, okay, so I'll tell you this, right? So like, I mean, well, the fact of the matter is that this whole conversation, I mean, when I was on with Adrian, thank you. I did not have this knot in my stomach right now. I feel like I am not in control right now. That I am not in control right now.
According to plan. Go
on. Is that what you're talking about? Is that like, are you like what is that being, what did you call it? Being open, not skibbish. Like I thought.
Not skittish. As in, like, don't be scared of like the worst case scenario. Be understanding that that's just an option. That's the possible outcome, and understand that it can always be worse, and always be optimistic. Never really attack the first case. Never really approach everything as like, oh, I'm scared of like this is gonna happen, or like, oh, like, let's say you're going for like a job, or my boss is gonna do this, my boss is gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
Say you're doing this, maybe this will help you out. Oh, like I'm not gonna get my job because I've screwed up on this certain things in my life, and I haven't done this properly, and I screwed up certain things. I didn't go in time, or with this and that. But like understand that there are other things that are probably in your favor that you don't really realize because you aren't balancing out your life properly.
Now that sounds like a double activated consume discovery. I'm not concerned about worst case scenario.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah, maybe.
I can't see worst case scenario. Like I don't. Maybe I see worst case scenario. I feel like I.
I think that's just anything. Honestly, I've noticed that talking to a lot of NEs, they do think of like every single like possible outcome, and then like even if it's not there, like okay, I could actually see that happening. Like that's why I've noticed. Like, yeah, I can see that happening. Okay, I get it. And then they're able to guess and like go back and forth and understand it. And if they don't understand it, they will ask questions to, I guess, play and go back and forth to like, understand it more. So for me, it's like if someone's emotionally like if someone's really upset, I want to say like why, and I'll actually talk to you back and forth and let you like let out all the stuff out, all the gunk, so I get a better understanding of like, okay, so that's why you're doing this. Okay, so this. Okay, that adds up to here. So cross checking all this stuff, certain stuff. It's kind of like it's like talking. It's like watching people in OP in interviews. It's like doing that. Like when you're typing somebody, you have certain biases and like certain like understanding of how they are, but then over time when you get to know them, you actually start checking off certain lists of that you actually are seeing your own biases.
Yeah, and I wonder if that's what the SI is doing, right? Like because it's on the axis with the NE, right? I find it fascinating how the two, like each of the axes, like how they are so connected, right? Like you cannot separate the opposite functions.
I think it was Griff who said this really well. I think he said NE is really NE's like it hones in on like one thing, and then it sees like all the other possibilities of this one specific thing.
Yeah, right.
Kind of right, and that's basically what it is.
I definitely agree with you on that side, but then on the other side too, on like almost like a blasty side of it, like coming from a blast savior point of view, almost wondering if like when you were talking about all of the possible scenarios, right? Like I'm not necessarily aware of all of the possible scenarios, like actively consciously aware of them.
Yeah.
But I feel like I am probably feeling a responsibility to control or prepare for all of those scenarios, right?
So you don't mess up. I got you.
Right. No, well, so that the outside world doesn't get out of control because the sensor world is supposed to be organized.
Okay.
Right.
I get you. I get you on that one. I understand that. I don't. My brain's like I don't agree, but
you don't agree, or you don't experience that, or you don't.
I understand what you mean by that, but my brain's still like, like if it had like, you don't have to. For me, it's like I don't want to overly prepare. Don't forget, you're also getting this from like an OE, so viewer discretion is advised.
Right. Oh, you're not saying that's not necessarily what the functions are maybe doing in some
form.
What
I personally do.
That's not what you experience with it. Yeah, right.
But I understand that though. Like I get you.
Right.
I see that being an outcome.
Yeah, and I'm saying, and maybe that's the thing that you were trying to say that sounded so foreign to me. That was, try to like don't have to prepare so much, right? Like this, and it's difficult because it's like I don't even realize how much I'm preparing.
Because the thing is that like the more it might be little steps, the more you can prepare, but just don't go overboard and understand that. Oh, I had to do this. Oh, I was horrible. I had to buy like extra this or extra like I don't know like toothpaste or something weird, like extra deodorant when you went on the trip.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you're like, ah, crap, I screwed that up. Ah, damn it.
Exactly.
And then
Right.
you're screwed. And I'm like sitting, and you got to be sitting there like, but that's okay. And then eventually you warm up, and you will get more, more happy about it and more better.
Yeah. What's funny is that like it's like you've got it. Like I know some people don't even like need to start working on their demons. I feel like I've been living in mine because I sort of abandoned my saviors in a certain way. Like they were not working for me, so I
You're with
just
me.
abandoned them. What?
You're talking to me.
Right? Right.
I'm giving you a headache, but that's okay. That's my job.
A little bit more of a stomach ache, man. But look, we're 45 minutes in, and it feels like it's been 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I keep getting this feeling like, and because I felt like super prepared. Well, you know what, too? You're a hard man to find. I couldn't do any research on you. I couldn't find any backstory on you.
Yeah, there's nothing on me. No.
I was
oblivious.
Which is, again, what makes me feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm married to an NE because, like, yeah, he won't go. He won't come on this channel. He doesn't want his face on the internet.
No, I don't blame him. Sketchy.
Yeah. So thank you for coming on, by the way. Yeah. Because now the aliens can find you.
For now. Until I move out. Move out to another area. I skip somewhere else.
Change your face.
Exactly. I shaved all this off.
Wasn't that a weird thing too? Like when I did the pictures of us for the thumbnail?
Hilarious. I think I told, was it you? I think I did tell you. I thought it was hilarious that you took a picture of me after I shaved. So I look like a baby, and now I look like I look so weird. I look like a hairy Chewbacca, and it's just everywhere. Like, just Chewbacca's like pubes all over me at that point, and I was just
Well, you don't have anything anywhere because I couldn't find you anywhere. I know
I could tell you used the air table. When I saw it, I was like, so she used the air table. Got it.
Well, and here's my consume last ass. Mm-hmm. Like I was like, oh well, I'm not going to be able to find a picture of him. I'm just going to have to use like some stock image of some celebrity,
of some celebrity black guy. Just have like Photoshop Ben Shapiro, but then have like a skin tone.
Like I don't even remember who your type is, but I was just going to be like, put a picture up there, like of, like.
Wait, is that how you found me?
And then I was like, oh wait, he's in here.
I was like, wait a minute.
Excellent.
You just like, I guess I'll use. Wait, what picture were you thinking about using earlier?
I was just gonna look up your type and see who was in the doc that was your type, and hope that was a celebrity.
That is
and
funny.
Then, if that were the case, I would have put like Hulk Hogan up or something, or Kathy Bates up.
Okay.
Because I couldn't have me against like some, famous person.
Some random celebrity.
Oh, right. Ben Shapiro. That's what I was going to use. There was Ben Shapiro and another douchebag.
Yes. I'm the douchebag type. Let's go. I'm so happy. Let's go.
Oh my God. That's great. No, I forget. No, but I was really nervous that like, and as we're going to, and you're like, so what's your next question? What's your next question? You're not going to, I'm like trying to process the shit out of what you're saying.
I can tell you're just like, because every time I talk, you're like, like every time like, oh good, you're processing.
It's good stuff. It's like, but it's juicy. It's not fast food. What you are saying is not fast food. What you are saying
some blast in me sometimes
is some fine dining, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to savor that stuff. I think I'm gonna get. I don't know. It's not like I'm monetized.
You're gonna get drunk off the
for YouTube. I think I've said some bad words here today.
Screw it. They haven't banned worse.
They haven't banned words.
I mean, okay. No, I mean, as in, like they haven't like banned like anything worse than that.
I haven't shown a nipple.
We have not been that bad. Exactly. I don't think anyone here is like streaking anywhere. I don't think so.
Is that fee appropriate? I can't. I mean, I really did not think I was FE lead, but like the more I'm seeing it, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah,
What
I
was
get
your
it.
so like
Ugh.
why do you think you're more FE over TE over FE? Was it just like the like was okay,
Again, this
you mentioned
stupid
earlier
biases.
the stereotypes? Was that what it was?
Yeah, stupid. Had my stupid definitions wrong. Yeah, no, absolutely. And in fact, now I have it my mission to like let the world know that they have it wrong too. You know?
Facts.
Facts. Facts.
Facts.
Facsimile.
Facts.
Like, I'm not, and I only say that I know you were one of the few people who did actually type me correctly. You
Not
actually almost had me
correctly.
pretty close. You had me pretty
I
close.
Yeah, I had you as FESI blast sleep consume play.
Right.
Yeah,
Which I love you for because I thought I was an
I
info
got
dump.
you.
So
I thought
yeah.
you were more info dom, honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah, I never know.
Every once in a while I think I'm info dump, but then I know that my consume is crap. So
But then you
I
look
was
at
like,
your and then
okay.
you look at like your sensor, you're like, ah, damn it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. And then like I'm like, oh wait, what were you saying? I stopped paying attention. I'm like, oh fuck. But no, what we were talking about, I forget what you had my modalities as, but
It was I had you as audio.
I don't know. I don't know. What's
I
audio again?
honestly, I just didn't. I don't really understand fully masculine FE. Personally.
MF.
I don't
That's what you
understand
had.
masculine FE.
MF.
Yeah, how do you guys MF? Yeah, MF.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You don't right. That's. I think I need to tell the world about this. I have a whole thing.
Yeah.
I need to explain to people what this is.
Do you want to go over any of the information about
Yes.
like on the doc thing you made?
Sure.
Anything? Cool. Get this
Didn't
ball
we already do
rolling.
that? Didn't we
We didn't
already
really
do that?
go over everything. I've noticed. I don't think we went over like the blast. So I want to know like how does your SF blast work? Because I want to know how we can relate on this.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah. You have what is it? Double masculine blast. Yeah, your double masculine blast. Let's go. Oh my god.
Have I not kicked you hard enough yet?
I felt some parts and I was like, oh god, that's a masculine blast. I needed that actually. It was like that one like grandmother that was like, oh now you listen here, you need to do like just going in, like holding back, leash,
with a hand that drops in it.
I was not ready for that one. I was like, oh, I don't know. Oh, it's gonna be like, oh god, flashbacks.
Sorry, didn't mean to get my slipper.
Making me feel like back in Nom.
Back in Nom. Oh my god. Hashtag triggered. I know, but that was the thing. I was so afraid of being. Do you remember the one time you were probably 2 years old? The time that like Anne Hathaway did the Oscars, hosted the Oscars with James Franco.
No, I don't watch anything like that. I don't consume like that kind of stuff really.
No, if you want a good laugh sometime, she was like left on stage alone.
That's funny.
Anyway.
Wait, why though?
Because he was a dud. He was a mopey Moperton.
I feel that. Honestly, I feel that.
And I feel like I'm disappointing you. I feel like nobody's going to want to do this again.
Hey, you're good. I think you're doing good. Here's the thing.
My EJisms are coming out.
I think you're doing a good job. I actually did improve. I actually did enjoy it. I could tell, you didn't have your head didn't explode yet. So you're still here.
Yeah,
you didn't have a migraine yet. Well, not really. I don't really see it, but
and I couldn't prepare for you because you were like some crazy weirdo like ENTP who like is hidden from the internet.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Ain't no one's damn business.
So I couldn't Oprah prep on you.
Yep.
But yeah, okay, yeah. Let's info dom the shit out of this slide here, right?
Yep.
So yeah, we didn't get down to our animal stacks, right?
We did some parts.
We
went over consume. We went over sleep. Maybe I don't think we went over your sleep. So unless like you're mostly trying to, consume for me, so you can understand me. Because I don't
Yeah,
know
what
if
do you want
it's
to know about my sleep, man? You seem like you've already figured out your sleep. So I was like, okay, this man does not need to have
well,
any
why do I
blaster
even have
lesson
them?
on sleep. He's been to
How
the
was
pits of hell.
how's your NF play doing?
Will you enough play? I don't
Your
know.
NF
You tell
play.
me.
Listen, don't don't just DE revert that to me. What's your opinion on your NF play?
Yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, now I'm nervous because maybe I don't do it well, but I feel like I do. You know, it's funny. I think that I don't. Is it weird to think that I don't necessarily like play with others? Like it can still be like the
Still a
spectrum of
demon.
values and the spectrum of ideas without actually interacting with people,
Yeah,
right?
because you it's like you're grabbing like a certain understanding and you're actually processing it and actually seeing like, okay, I get it, and then but you're not actively going out to be like, to play energy, which I understand.
Right, where
Yeah,
that's where I
I'm pretty
think
sure.
it's like I might even be getting that confused with my consume because I'll like watch like all of these things that have to thank y'all. um I'll watch all of these things that are like about different people who have all sorts of different value systems, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
And that's not consume because it's not changing my value system.
yeah.
It's feeding, it's filling in the blanks on the spectrum of that FE for me,
If you,
right?
yeah. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. Because like for you, maybe hold up. So have you? Well, how's have you ever counteracted your blast? Not was it? Yeah, your play with your sleep then. Like, has
Count.
those two ever like counteracted with each other?
Oh my god, that makes me nauseous. Say it one more time.
Has those
Counteraction.
two ever like counteracted with each other, like fighting back and forth, like because they're in the middle for you? So like when you go to sleep,
Oh yeah.
does it feel like a random like spike immediately, or is it just like is it more of like a over
Uh,
time like rise?
yeah, we're probably gonna go over, but
Yeah, it's okay. This will be your last question. You guys have one
okay,
more question and you're good.
okay. No, NF and ST in general have even before getting my type back, I knew that was going to be.
Yeah.
I was curious where that was in my code because I knew that they were battling for my soul,
Mhm.
and I think it makes sense that like it's just that it was I thought it was like a double masculine versus double
Oh
feminine thing.
yeah, yeah. Hmm.
And are you actually listening?
No. I actually am listening because listen. Because it's take me back from your I don't know if I was just okay if I can bring this up, but like your card game, like the little cards you do. I thought those were so like adorable and so unique. I loved it so much, and you know what I'm talking about now?
Yes.
Yeah, it brought me back to those, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. And I
Right.
was like, I'm trying to imagine you be like, oh, it's so this that you're really hard on yourself, like like it's like
Yeah.
the ST, like, and you being like, it's so weird, so bad. But you're also like, oh, I love it. It's great. This
Right.
you could to play energy. That's actually how you're play energy. I
Yeah,
noticed
that
that,
is.
and I'm
And
like,
and you
oh, I see what you're doing. I see you. Like
well,
when you
but
started
and
doing
it
that.
was right and it was blocked though
Mhm.
because at a certain point in my life I was able to see in the FE spectrum that in general people don't value that. People don't value the NF world.
No, not as much until they actually feel like they've crashed and they want to actually they want to improve.
Right.
That's when the people will start respecting the NF, in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
So and then, but in my heart I felt like I was very logical and very smart. That's at ST sleep.
Mhm.
So I felt very early on that I had to prove to people that I was this, very logical person. Don't let them see your
Mhm.
NF, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that's
These
where
barriers. I got you.
it is. It's a very like
Mhm.
that ST is very much guarding that NF. But once I'm accepting that the world actually values that, then or when I find people who like
Mhm.
that,
Yeah.
I love to
You get
play.
really happy, really
Yeah.
excited. You can see how far
Yeah.
you can get with it. I understand.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, I respect
Yeah.
that. Look at you. Look
Yeah.
at you. Getting better at
Huh.
the NF. Look
See,
at
look at that. Look at that. I just got to start consuming
that.
for myself, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be the part that's yeah. I don't know.
So what do you think? Do you think if I keep doing these, what kind of feel like you've been bored? What can I do to make these more info dominant that people would
I
find
will
more
say this.
interesting?
Right now I'm not bored actually. I'm
Oh,
trying to process like, oh, okay, so like, like what advice can I give you? Cause I felt like this answer was gonna happen. This question was gonna happen. So, uh, I'm very curious because I feel like right now you're doing a good job. Just try to make sure you actually, since you do have blast sleep, go
mm-hmm,
back on your information and actually understand what you're doing, and
mm-hmm,
be like, and take it in a very like since you do have the ST, take it in a
mm-hmm,
very like logical and non like critical way.
mm-hmm.
Like you're to me, in my opinion, you're being way too critical on yourself to like not be able to go back and forth. Because for years, like you're going like swing right on one decider, and then you're going this on the other one. Versus you're not doing it like a healthy balance, like a double deciding balance of like, yeah, I was kind of weird. I was being bad there, but that's okay. Like also like I did learn this. I did learn from this, and that's okay. Like that's what
Uh-huh.
you should be doing versus being like very upset at certain parts of your life that you've messed up.
Mm.
Yeah, and that can work universally too. Like it doesn't just work for this; it works for everything.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at that. Final parting words.
Yep.
And we are over time.
Yep.
So let's just end it there.
All
I'm
right.
done
Cool.
with that now.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.